Welcome back, Officers Republic. It's your Coruscant Underworld Police Chief APGAINS here, and this is a video that I really seriously want your guys' feedback on because I'm kind of split, I'm kind of torn. I don't know how I feel about this. We're going to talk JML versus JMK. If you're a real gamer, of course, you'll refer to JMK as Glock because you're cultured. If not, you refer to him JMK because your mother didn't love you. And although my mother didn't love me, fortunately I loved myself, and therefore I refer to him as Glock. But that's not the point of the video. For the longest time, I always viewed JML as kind of bad. Obviously, no Galactic Legend is bad. All Galactic Legends is good. Post-nerfs, all Galactic Legends are better. But I always kind of viewed JML with this really weird lens of, you know, Squad Arena, he's all right. He holds his own. But in a GAC setting, the amount of resources that are required to kind of like pull him, it's insane. Like, you know, not only do you have to use Jedi Knight Luke, which makes sense. Jedi Knight Luke with JML is fine. A lot of people were running, you know, Jolie, like you'll see right here, plus Revan, plus even Gas. I mean, people were pulling a lot of resources. It's kind of like how JMK pulls a lot of resources. A lot of people are inclined to use Ahsoka for increasing ultimate charge super fast. Cat, who can dominate on other teams, is basically a lock, kind of like Jedi Knight Luke for JML. Like, Jedi Knight Luke has other potential uses that can be very beneficial to the efficiency of your GAC. Same with Cat. You can throw her with Rey. You can throw her with Padme. If you don't have any of those teams, maybe you find a creative way to use her. But both of these characters are very similar in that at their optimal power, they draw heavily from other teams. Now, this is where the conversation for this video kind of came up. Is it was kind of looking like Kenobi and potentially Lord Vader once Maul comes out. I mean, we've seen footage and all that stuff. You know, he's gonna dominate everyone else. And depending on how the AI plays it, depending on which team is actually used by the player, Kenobi plus Lord Vader are probably going to be the two best GLs. They have the hardest requirements. They're the newest. It makes sense for them to be the best. But not necessarily with Relic 9 coming, but JML kind of proving that he's the only good Relic 9 has kind of brought this to mine and other people's attention. Is JML is still holding strong. I mean, he can't beat Kenobi in Squad Arena if you got your ducks in a row. I don't even have Cat, and full Relic 8 JML teams, they get dicey in terms of timing, but as long as I don't auto, and even if I do auto, I usually win, but if I play the battle, I never really have hard time. So Squad Arena is not really a thing, but if you're throwing out this maxed JML team in GAC, it's tough, man. And I think that's great for the game. I think it's really good that older characters, of course, it's a GL. It's the second tier of GLs going up against the third tier of GLs. The difference is not that crazy. He's got a lot of characters that he draws from other teams on his squad. But I think it's good to see that the Kenobis and the Lord Vaders are not quite totally running away with the field at this point. And this is where I want your guys' input. If you've made it this far into the video, you're only 3 minutes into the video. That's probably about average watch time, so pat yourself on the back if you made it this far. You're a real 69th Precinct member watching me for over 3 minutes, because I understand I can get a little bit boring, a little bit weird. I'm not everyone's cup of tea, so I appreciate you guys. But the point being is, this is what I want to hear from you guys. How do you feel about JML's place in the GL landscape? Because for the longest time, man, I was saying JML is the worst GL. Especially when C first came out and JML first came out, and C was looking real juicy, and I was just like, JML just doesn't quite have enough substance. He doesn't have enough oomph. He doesn't have that girth in his shaft. I don't know if I should have said that out loud, but you get what I'm trying to say. Excuse me. Been a long night. The Dodgers just beat the Giants, and I had like 30 hot dogs, 30 glizzies, if you will. APGAINS 69th Precinct, the greatest Star Wars Galaxy Heroes player of all time, plus, you know, CEO of Capital Games, and also hot dog glizzy extraordinaire. Throat stamina has never been higher. The point I'm trying to make is, I think I need to go to the doctor. My tangents are a little too specific. I think I need to get that checked out. The point I'm really trying to make for the third time's the charm. Oh my god, I just went on a tangent. Fourth time's the charm. How do you guys feel about JML? Those of you especially who don't have him, those of you who face him, maybe even those of you who don't have any GLs, and you're in the streams, you're watching the videos, and you kind of see how these characters are kind of interacting with each other. Do you guys think it's a good thing that JML is as powerful as he is? I mean, obviously he's a GL, so he's going to be powerful, but would you like it if he was exactly even with Lord Vader and Kenobi? Would you like him to be a step down? Not necessarily, you know, to screw over people with nerfs, because they said they're not going to do any nerfs. But do you feel like that's just how it should be, with Kenobi being the, like, tier 3s being stronger than tier 2s, being stronger than tier 1s? Because a lot of people are still going to say, you know, SLKR, especially Rey now, tier 1 characters are starting to make a comeback. Rey made a huge comeback, especially once C was nerfed versus Kenobi. And with the addition of Cat, you know, Rey Cat teams have become kind of like, I mean, there's like 2 teams that, like, no matter how good you are at the game, there is a puncher's chance. And if you guys know what that means, is, you know, anytime you step into a boxing ring, as long as you're throwing punches, you have a puncher's chance to win the fight. So even against the best players in the world, those really annoying BAM teams when everyone's Relic 8, plus those Rey Cat teams, they all just have that puncher's chance to catch you slipping at any point. So with other GLs finding more of their niche, how do you guys feel that JML is currently placed? Do you think new characters being added to help Lord Vader, like Maul, maybe more marquee characters, maybe more legendary characters once fat, big booty, honky tonk, badonkadonk Boba comes to the game, and, you know, some characters have to get moved around. Maybe he kind of punches up into the GL landscape. We're going to see how that works. But I just wanted to get your guys' opinion on how JML is going to overall, how he's going to work, and how you guys feel he is balance-wise. Because I've been seeing some pretty powerful JMLs, and it's not like with my Kenobi I'm scared, you know, because, you know, I'm unshakable at 5'3". I stand tall in the face of danger, and let no man, woman, and especially no child intimidate me. Really quickly, guys, we're starting up a new sub goal. We're going to go 15,000 subscribers. We're not going to put a date on it. We're just going to do a tentative, you know, 15,000 subscribers. I live really close to Capital Games headquarters, of course, on Halloween, and once we do the meme review with Arnold. You know, we have the Slave Leia cosplay, so that whole thing will be over. I was thinking, you know, you guys really enjoy when I put myself in really awkward and stupid situations, so I was saying we will dress up in the Slave Leia outfit. We will go to the front door of Capital Games headquarters, and I will protest anything you guys want. Once we hit that 15,000 subscriber, I will have a short 1-minute video. I will protest chocolate milk prices. I will protest, you know, Vietnam's economy. I will protest anything you guys want, no matter how ridiculously dumb it is, on the front doorstep of Capital Games. And I'll probably even reach out to some CG employees and have them there on standby for interviews to talk about my outrage on, you know, the 35% increase in chalky milk prices in the Northwest. It's been absolutely unimaginable suffering for those Northwesterners with their 35% chalky milk increases. But yeah, that's our current goal. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna get out of here. As always, love you, and I'll see you later.